Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you, thank you. Sorry for making you wait. Sorry. I was so tired this morning here. I went and poured my coffee thinking that I set it up for last night, set it up for this morning, and I was wondering why it was cold, so I had to heat it up in the microwave. Here I drank old coffee. Oh, my God, from last night. I can't believe it. Hello, Christy Church. Hey, Leslie. Leslie, you can get my Reiki healing yourself for free watching my video. You don't even have to pay a low fee. You can get it for free. You can get tons of Reiki free on YouTube as well. Free. Reiki should always be free. So remember that. Hey, Lisa Durbin. Hello. How's everybody doing? Hello, Vadia. Hello, Angel. Hello, Coco Babe. I know, Leo. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to balance everything in my life, too. I'm trying. You know, the last couple of days, I think I've done 18 videos in the last couple of days, so I'm a little bit tired. But I'm loving it. Hey, Carmen. So this morning I'm going to do the Gypsy Tarot as well as some psychic messages that'll come through. I want to first start off with today being May 5th, 2020. This is, in fact, Tuesday. 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 First of all, I want to thank you all for coming in. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for your love and support. Again, thank you for hitting the like button. It is always appreciated. Let me turn down my volume on my phone in case somebody decides to call. All right, Z Holly, 220. All right. Yeah, Leslie, there's so many different YouTube videos that are free. Good morning, Tammy W. Tammy W, did you have a good night last night? Tammy W. Thank you, Kushbu. I love seeing you here. Thank you, Yves Volpe. Thank you. Thanks, Jenny. Hey, Bettini. Yes, not this AM, though. Yeah, kind of grouchy this morning, I see. Hey, Lauren. Hi, hun. Kind of grouchy, I see, Tammy. I see. That's because he doesn't want you to think that he's a puppy dog. He doesn't want you to think that he's putting his guard down now. He doesn't want you to think that he's going to be all sweet all the time, something like that. But don't worry. Thank you, Diane Sellinger. Leslie, I think everybody's love life's going to pick up after this quarantine, one way or the other. I think there'll be booty calls left and right. Hey, Shelby. Hey, Happiness. Hey, Sammy, baby. Hello. Thank you, Catherine Miller. Hey, Von Perry. Why? What's the matter, Von? Well, if you're going to get over it and you need to get over it, why are you wondering if he's thinking of you? That's not a way to get over it. That's feeding. That keeps feeding what you want to feed. So I'm not going to answer you. Yeah, we got the full moon coming up in a couple days. In a couple days, it'll be 100% full moon. You should start feeling it now. Pretty much that retrograde's on the way. Yeah, Venus, right, Sammy baby? Gotcha. Hey, Angel Positive Vibes. Hello. Squigs. Oh, okay, Von Perry. So you're deciding to start your day being sad and miserable because you missed somebody? Okay, that's up to you. But if you want to be happy, you will be. If you want to be sad and depressed because that's how you want to feel, then okay. Just like what I'm going to talk about this morning. This morning being May 5th, again, 2020, Tuesday. Which way do you want to continue with your life, so to speak? Do you want to focus on the problem or do you want to focus on the solution? Now, the solution is not always going to be them coming back. The solution is not always going to be you being in a relationship right now. The solution is not always going to be what you think it is. It's not always going to be that. As a matter of fact, sometimes the solution gets so far-fetched that you're like, wow, I would have never thought about that. I would have never thought I could be here instead of dealing with what I was dealing with, or instead of going through what I was going through. So a lot of you need to allow yourself to open up and to realize there's a whole big world out there, and you're focused on one person when you've got millions of people in so many different places. I get it with the heartbreaks. I get it. And I get it with being alone and lonely. I get it. But what I don't get is allowing somebody who's not voluntarily coming towards you right now, or who's not in your life right now, or who chose to walk away, or who chose to cheat, or who chose to manipulate, lie, steal, whatever the case may be. If they did those things, why are you allowing them to rent space up in here and pay no rent? They're renting space all day up in here, worrying you, making you sick, making you sad, making you cry. They're renting space, but they're giving you no money for that space. They're not giving you any benefits of it. You're not getting any hugs, no kisses, no nothing. But you're allowing them to take that space in your head. I don't understand. That's like allowing an infection to stay in your body and refusing to take an antibiotic. I don't understand that. It's not serving any purpose, right? Worrying won't fix anything. Nothing at all. Praying will help. Trying to create a solution will help. Not giving up will help. But making yourself sick and worry will only make you sick and worry. That's it. That's all you're going to get out of it. You're not going to get anything else out of worrying. You're not going to solve any problems worrying. I promise you, you won't solve a damn thing worrying. Not at all. No, actually, Leo, it's not. It's easier to think positive than it is to think negative. It takes a lot more work to think negative. It takes a lot more muscles in your face to frown than it does to smile. That's a fact. That's nothing but a fact. It is, you got to look at me here. I'm almost 60 years old. I've been through my shares of marriage, divorce, affairs, domestic violence, abandonment, death, you name it, overdoses. I've been, not me particular, but through with other people, I have been affected. My life has been affected by so many different things. 9 surgeries on my stomach, cancer in 1997. So there's been so many things that I too have been through. I couldn't possibly sit here and tell you something if I didn't walk myself. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't have any right to. I would have no right. You could tell me to shut the hell up because you don't know what you're talking about. But unfortunately, I've already been through it, so I kind of do know what I'm talking about. But at the same time, I have to make a choice. I either want to remain a victim of somebody who's not even here with me, or I want to become the victor and find my way out of this situation. Because they're not here right now trying to put any work in. They're not here trying to tell me they're sorry. They're not here trying to help me pay my bills. They're not doing anything like that. So the truth of the matter is, air, fire, water, and earth signs, life is truly what you make it. Okay? No one in this world is responsible for your happiness but you. Only you can decide when you wake up today, you know what? Regardless of all the bullshit I'm going through, regardless of the bills I can't pay, regardless of the breakup that I had, regardless of the abuse that I took, regardless of whatever, I want to have a good day today. I want to be happy today. I want to look outside and at least see the trees and the sunshine. I want to, even if it's raining, I want to look outside and breathe and know that I'm alive today. And I woke up today, which means I can do something better today than I did yesterday. It means I'm given another chance to get something else accomplished or done. Or I'm getting a chance to think and stop that stinking thinking and start thinking in a more of a positive way. So if you want to be sad, you will be. If you want to feel lonely, you will. If you want to feel happy, you will. If you want to feel encouraged and inspired and you want something better for yourself, something better, because a lot of you are dealing with somebody in your life who didn't treat you well, but you're missing them. Why would you miss somebody who whipped you with a stick, so to speak, who mentally whipped you or emotionally whipped you or spiritually whipped you? Why would you want to go back to that other than you got comfortable in a toxic situation and started to accept it like it was okay? Exactly, happiness. After every storm, there is a rainbow. Maybe you don't always see it, but you can guarantee there is one. Hello, everybody. Hello, Deanna D, Lindsay, Squigs, Leo. So you guys, you got to help yourself to get out of your funk. It has to come from within you wanting to get past it. It has to be you wanting it more than anything. It has to be you wanting to be happy. If somebody's choosing not to be happy with you, that is their prerogative. That is their choice. Doesn't make it easy on you. I get it. Again, you miss them a lot of times because there was something toxic in that situation. If there wasn't something toxic, you'd still be with them. So there was something toxic in there. And toxic poisons the mind. So it makes you feel like, oh, I can only remember some of the good things. I try not to focus on all the bad things. I just think of, oh my God, it was so great when they helped me. Or, oh my God, it was so great when they were keeping me company. Or, oh my God, I remember a couple good times. But go back and remember where the problem started. Go back and remember those red flags. Go back and remember what they did, the choices they made, how you felt then. Now you're missing them? I doubt it. I doubt it. Hey, Rosa. Can't catch up now, Rosa, but you can play it back. You can play it back. But anyway, so as I said, what do you want to do? Do you want to focus on the problem and keep feeling sad and keep feeling down and not wanting to go to work and not wanting to get better and not want to take care of yourself and not wanting to eat right? Or do you want to focus on the solution? And you are the first part of the answer for what the solution is. The solution, the answer always lies within. It's in self. Okay, so getting started today for Aries for Tuesday, 5/5/20. Aries, the message that came up, let me put my glasses on so I can read it. The message that came up for you today was, help comes from people that you don't even know. Real help doesn't mean they're going to do it for you. It means they're going to help you, guide you, hand you the tools that you need, or give you the encouragement that is part of the tools. Tools that you may need to get to the next level or to feel better or to accomplish something would be a morale booster, social activity, friendship, somebody just listening, somebody giving you suggestions. They are handing you these tools and helping you to want to fix something. So that's Aries. Leo, you've been given a gift. Do you see it, feel it, or know it? Are you aware of it? And the question is, Will you keep this gift? Will you continue to do what you need to do to maintain that gift? Because you have more work to do. You have so much more to help other people within you. Things are coming towards you that you don't even have any idea, but they are all blessings because you are making very good choices right now, Leo. So, Leo, be strong in what you're doing. It does take work, a lot of work, Leo, but it will be worth it in the end. So when things feel hard, like you said, Leo, or when things feel difficult, don't quit. Keep pushing past, and then you'll get to a point where things just start maintaining. And then you can do things to maintain that feeling good, okay? Sagittarius. Something or someone is coming back around. Something's coming back around. Something's coming full circle. So be careful, because that full circle, Sagittarius, are you ready for what's coming back around? Or are you going to break this vicious cycle, Sagittarius, that's coming back around? It's going to be up to you. Cancer. Your mind has been polluted by a toxic person. It's time to clean that up. It's time to disinfect that person out of your life. Cancer. For some of you Cancers today, closing the door on someone and opening the window for another one to come in. That's what I hear. Pisces. Water makes you sweet, balanced, calm. Now there'll be no more uncertainties for you, Cancer. No more uncertainties. You're going to find a balance between two things or two people. Scorpio. It's the lack of you or another person's intentions. Why things aren't working out yet for you. Why they're not working out yet for you. Okay? So it's the lack of you doing something or another person doing something. Lack of their intentions. Not wanting to do something yet, not ready to do something yet, is why something hasn't come into fruition yet. Gemini. Something got stirred up enough to open a door that has been closed for a long time. So something definitely is getting stirred up. Something is getting stimulated, so to speak, that is going to open a door that has been closed for a long time. Libra. Stop chasing that TV fantasy. Get off the Hallmark. Get off the Lifetime. That's not a true reality right there. That is the fantasy that you want to live. But it is time to get in touch with oneself, Libra. Stop fooling yourself on a certain situation or with a certain person, believing that they're going to fix your life or make you happy. Red flags are everywhere for Libras, so pay attention. Aquarius, learn to communicate better to get the results that you need and want. Aquarius, it is all about communication. The communication is where the lack is. So focus on communication. The way something gets presented or spoken is the way that you'll get a different answer and have a different outcome. Capricorn, show or lead by example what you want from the other person. You must first show or lead by example in order to get what you want from that other person. Taurus, someone is returning home because they miss you. Taurus, somebody is returning home because they miss you. Virgo, either your mouth or somebody else's mouth is going to put you in the middle of some deep shit. Virgo, either your mouth or somebody else's mouth, somebody doing too much chattering, somebody talking too much stuff that shouldn't be getting in other people's business, is going to put you in the middle of something. It's going to be deep. It's going to be deep. All right. For some of you here in the room, again, please hit the like button if you have not already. In the room, some of you may have lost your rhythm or your groove, so to speak. Some of you may have lost your pattern, your routine. Some of you may have lost that extra oomph that you had to get things going, to get started in the morning, to get things done. Some of you may have hit this plateau that you don't know how to get out of. For some of you, you're not sure if you can handle something that you've been dealt. There's something that you've been dealing with, something that makes you feel as if you're overwhelmed by it, something that makes you feel like you don't know how to fix it. It feels like if you let it go, you're going to lose it. But if you hold it too tight, you're going to strangle it. So the recommendation is, she says, to change your grip, loosen your grip. Sometimes that means to allow certain things to happen. Things that you're trying to prevent from happening may not be so preventable. So loosen up that grip a little bit, or change your grip the way you have this person. Give them enough room to either A, fix things, or B, they're going to hang themselves. Not literally, but that's what I'm saying, is that allow what is meant to be. Accept life on life's terms. Don't try to be in control of everything. Some of you are definitely exhausting yourself. Some of you deal with me like I do with OCD. Some of you feel that it's your job to allow others to be codependent on you, and you need to fix everything for them. Some people, even with your children, you couldn't even let them make their own breakfast. You had to do it. They're 20-some years old, still living in your house, and you still had to do it. So for a lot of you, it's important to allow people a little bit of leeway or leeway. Allow people to fail if they need to, so that they can learn the lessons from the failure. But you'll be there to help pick them up once they do that. It's okay. It's like when your child first learns how to walk. It's okay. They're going to fall. They're going to skin their knee. They're going to ride their bike. They're going to fall off at first. But they'll be okay. They'll be okay. Next message for the room. Next message for the room comes up with the Five of Pentacles. A lot of you are feeling disconnected, feeling down on your luck, feeling as if you disconnected yourself even from hope. That's pretty much what the Five of Pentacles speaks about. It's about all those things that you can't control, things that keep you up at night, things that keep you worrying, things that keep you anxious, that raise your anxiety levels. Be careful. But the truth is, when you look at the Five of Pentacles, when the people are taking a walk, so to speak, in the bad weather, in the snow, and you can see their footprints behind it, with that particular card, only right around the corner, right directly around the corner, they only have to go a few more steps, because they're walking alongside of a church to begin with. All they have to do is go around the corner to a few more steps. And that's where the relief is, right around the corner. But some of you can't see that corner, just like you can't see that tree within the forest. Some of you can't see that corner. So be really careful. It's like sanctuary is only a few steps further. Just hang on. Don't quit now. That's my answer to you guys for now. The distractions that you're dealing with are internal. They're within self. They are the self-sabotage distractions that you allow to come forward or to come out. So be careful. If some of you just relax and take a nice deep breath into your nose and out through your mouth and look up, you'll see that help is waiting right there for you. Okay? Very, very clear. For some of you, this card, the Five of Pentacles reversed or inverted, is kind of where the person has hit rock bottom. But now, kind of like the Ten of Swords, they can finally lift their head up and start climbing out of this hole. So I think that a lot of you who are in such a negative situation right now, like many of us, especially with this pandemic, A lot of us are going to be able to now see that we can pick our head up and look out and see the light and know, okay, I'm almost there. It's not saying that everything's going to be great and super, but what it is saying is that things don't fall apart just overnight. And they won't get better overnight either. Okay? When things happen to you in your life, they don't just, everything crashes down in one moment. There was no warning. There was no nothing. That's not true. That's not true. A lot of you who have already went through these tower moments, these heartaches, these disappointments, the loss of expectations got diminished. There was warning signs along the way. There were red flags that you chose not to deal with, or you chose to ignore, or you thought, well, this will get better. If I do nothing, it'll get better. But it is true that with this inverted card, it does say a break or a breakthrough is on the way. As we're dealing with this full moon that's coming very close, like Thursday, to get very strong and full, 99% full around Thursday. But once that hits, it's going to change some people's perspective. For some people, it's going to make them go off because full moons just do that to people. Remember to try, if the weather is permitting, to get your feet onto the ground so that you can become one with Source and Earth. Very important. For a lot of you, you're dealing with things that are very similar to the Five of Swords. When we talk about the Five of Swords, it is all about petty and self-involved thoughts that keep you from noticing the people and things and opportunities around you. It's when you become kind of selfish and only thinking about yourself. Poor me, poor me. I'm really going through it. I'm really having a hard time. Well, thank you, Amanda Pope. Thank you, thank you. But for a lot of you, you got to remember that this Five of Swords is kind of sneaky, okay? But at the same time, intent is very important. So your intent or your intentions, your motivation to do something, what is your true intentions? Why are you doing this? Are you doing this to get back at somebody? Are you doing this because you think karma is not going to handle it, so you're going to handle it for karma? Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Remember, you can't always either point the finger, because when you point one finger at somebody, you got 3 plus your thumb all pointing back at you. So 4 fingers are pointing at you, and 1 is pointing at that person. So when you go to put blame on somebody else, you need to first own your own shit. Okay? Everybody has a part in this play. Okay? Because technically, this is a huge stage. This world is one huge stage, and we all have a part to play in this theater, right? In this theatrical play that we're in. We all have a part to play in it. Question is, what part do you want to play? What part are you allowing somebody to force you to play? For some of you, the Five of Swords inverted. So with the Five of Swords inverted, it's kind of like somebody stole your swords. Kind of like a jerky thing to do, right? But we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt and let it go. We're going to release something. Because holding on to things that you can't change, holding on to things that make you feel either less than, or make you feel sad, or make you feel incomplete, or make you feel stuck. When you hold on to all those things, it weighs you down so heavy. That worry, that anxiety, that jealousy, that fear. That Five of Swords inverted is always asking you, why are you carrying all of this resentment around? Why? It does not and will never serve you. A lot of you need to vent something out to someone. A lot of you have been holding back a lot of anger or fear or resentment. A lot of you definitely know that somebody had done you wrong. Somebody didn't go about something the right way. Somebody may have cheated on you and left you that way instead of saying, hey, you know what? This isn't working out. I'm just not feeling what I used to feel for you. So I'm really sorry, but I just can't see you anymore. Nobody's doing that. They're just like, you know what? Whatever. F that person. I'm just going to do what I want. Well, that's a way to get some bad karma to come back, because I promise you one thing, you will reap what you sow, one way or the other. A lot of you right now are expecting to be able to pick things from the crops that will nourish you and feed you and enhance you and enlighten you. But did you plant the seed in order to get that? Because if you didn't plant the seeds previously, there is no crop to harvest now. Got me? Understand? So if you haven't done it previously, do it now. Meaning what you put out there is what you'll get back. And you'll get it back tenfold. If you're putting out positivity, you'll get back positivity. If you're putting out negativity, anger, hate, paybacks, judgment, you're going to get all that back. Because honestly, none of us can judge one another. We have no place to do that. Who are we? Who the hell am I to judge you? I'm not. I won't. I speak to you as I speak to myself, as if I'm speaking to my reflection in a mirror. But the truth of the matter is, people act certain ways. We can't control that. The only thing we can control is how we respond to the way they act. We can control our reactions by not reacting, but to respond. Because when we react, then we're reacting from a place that's ugly inside. We're reacting with a smart mouth back. We're reacting with vindictive. We're reacting with anger. We're reacting with threats. We're being a bully. But if we respond, when somebody came at you in a negative way, if you react, you're going to be like, well, who the hell are you talking to? Do you know who you're talking to? Do you want me to have to get crazy on you? So you can react that way, or you can respond after you get yourself and collect yourself for a couple of seconds, count to 10. I've had to count to 10 to about 100 times 10. Sometimes I had to keep counting and had to come back the next day because I was so angry. But when you do finally come back, you can ask, what exactly is all this about? Why are you treating me this way? What is going on in your life that I can help you with? What is it that's hurting you so bad that's causing you to act out like this? People get very cranky and angry when they're either in pain, when they're hungry, when they're tired, just like a baby. Same thing. When a baby gets gas in their stomach, they cry. When a baby's hungry, they cry. When a baby's upset, they cry. So we didn't change much once we became an adult. When we don't get our way, and we're used to always having our way, we cry. We stomp our feet. We throw a fit. We create an argument. You know, some of you're in such a very hectic situation or such a fast-paced life that when somebody comes in at a bad time for you, you want to bark at them and growl at them. Why are you calling me now? You know I just got here. Why are you bothering me now? You know I'm tired. Why are you bothering me now? You know I was sleeping. You have no idea what that person's ready to tell you on the other end of that phone. And if that person was coming to you to cry for help because maybe they felt suicidal, or maybe they felt alone, or maybe they felt scared, or maybe they didn't feel well, and they trusted and confided in you enough to call you, but you barked at them right away the minute that you picked up that phone. You never even took a second to even find out first if they were calling just for bullshit reasons, but you assumed something and then you attacked them. Do you think that person's going to call back again? Do you think that person's going to take that risk or chance with you again? Be careful how quick we are to make quick judgments or decisions about other people. Be careful. Because as long as the day is, I can sit here and I can hold up this shoe all day long. I can hold up my shoe and say to you, did you ever walk in this shoe? Do you have any idea what I've been through with this shoe on? Any idea at all what path I've taken? Do you have any clue what I've had to deal with in the past 24 hours with this shoe on? Any clue about my walk at all? I bet not. Just like I can't guess what path you've taken. I can't guess myself. My grandmom could probably help me, but I can't guess myself what you've been through, what you've done, where you're going. So when you come here to H&G, that is what my grandmother and I are here to help you to stay on the right path, help you to make better decisions that you normally wouldn't make for yourself. Yes, sometimes it's painful when I have to tell you, no, they're not coming back. No, they didn't really love you. They just were passing their time. They enjoyed the time they spent with you, but it is done. When I have to say things like that, I don't feel good to do that. I don't want to do that, but I must do that because that's what I'm here to do. I'm also here to tell you when the sun is shining. I'm here to encourage you when you don't think that it is. Some people call me and want me to micromanage their life on a daily basis, and I cannot, and I will not, and I'm not supposed to do that. Sometimes spirit or my grandmother doesn't allow me to always tell you the things that you want to know. Sometimes I'll get a complete blank canvas and I hear nothing. And I'm like, I'm waiting. I hear nothing because you're not supposed to know. You're supposed to figure it out. A lot of you have to realize that things that you've already been through has changed who you are. You are not the same person you were a month ago. Some of you a day ago. Some of you a year ago. And definitely not the person who got married. Not the person who got divorced. You have passed and surpassed that so many times over. A lot of you have gone through it, but at the same time, you've grown through it. A lot of times what you saw as your setback was in fact a setup to get to another level. But at the time, you saw it as a tower moment. At the time, you'll see this disappointments, these breakups, these heartbreaks, these situations when you can't do something when you want to do it and you have to wait because it's smarter, it's better, and it makes more sense to wait than it does to rush into something that you're not ready for, because then it creates a lot of tension and pressures and then triggers, and then you have other kind of problems come up. So it's so important to take one step at a time. And that's the reason that you put one foot in front of the other. You don't just hop like a bunny rabbit. That's why us humans, we walk one step at a time, because we have the ability to think first. We have the ability to make very good choices and decisions, because remember one thing, every single choice or decision you make will come with a consequence. Question is, do you want to deal with a good consequence, or do you want to take the chance of risking a bad consequence that you can't recover from? When we talk about the Five of Cups, with the Five of Cups, 2 cups are still standing, but 3 are on the ground. So it speaks about having something, a relationship, a job, a friendship, a family member support, everything. Losing some of that is disappointing, heartbreaking, unsettling, distracting, stressful. But when you turn around and you see you still have 2 cups standing, it may have felt like you lost it all, but in fact you didn't. All you got to do is turn around and see you still have 2 cups. And those cups are full. Those 3 cups that fell, they spilled out. There's nothing in them. They're done. They're empty. But the 2 cups that you have full left is the strength and desires that you have within you. And you'll be able to take that and create a new foundation that'll be even stronger than the one you had before, because you cannot build up on faulty ground. It's impossible. That will end up falling over. You must always build the strongest foundation first in your relationships. Get to know that person. Just because you've slept with them 100 times doesn't mean you know them. Just because you've went on dates for 6 months doesn't really mean you know them. Experience and time. Watching them go through certain stressful situations and see how they handle it. Watching them go through recovery and see if they continue to work their program. Watching them in a divorce because you're waiting to be with them once they get divorced, watching how they handle that, watching how they treat that partner. Because remember, at one time, they loved that person enough to marry them, but now they're ready to stab their back, cut their throat, throw them down the street. Come on. You have to be more careful. There's a lot more things to a relationship and to creating and building that love, and that love that you want to last forever. If you're going to rush into it, go to the dollar store and pick up one, shoot. But anything worth having is worth working for. Anything worth keeping is what's going to bring you up, make you a better person, help you to be stronger, somebody who's going to encourage you, not knock you down, somebody who won't accept disappointment for you. Somebody will show you that, you know what, you didn't fail because you didn't make something. You actually succeeded because you tried. It is only when you don't try is when you're a failure. You say, oh, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. So let's get busy with the Gypsy Tarot. Today, again, speaking for May 5th, 2020, Tuesday. Okay, you want to pop out? So first card I have is a 6. 6 to me always represents the devil. Just saying. Now, the 6th is my grandma's birthday, so not like that. But for me, when I'm doing this Gypsy Tarot, 6 means that there is definitely addictions of any kind around. There is definitely the devil himself waiting and watching you because he says, you know what, you're doing a little too good right now. You're a little too confident right now. I want to come in and try to tempt you to do something wrong because you've been too good for too long. So it's my job as the devil to come jumping in at you and showing you that, you know, you're still under my power. I'm still going to control you. So be careful. Don't allow the devil to change who you are. Start praying right away. The minute you feel that devil tempting you, just start praying. Say the Our Father or whatever prayer you know as fast as you can start saying it. And before you finish that prayer, that devil will back up. He'll back up. Or swing your Bible at him. Ooh, devil. He'll back up. The devil don't want to hear nothing about God. So be careful with that. The next card that comes up in the room, I have a Jack of Diamonds. So Jack of Diamonds talks about some of you are still hesitant about making a decision. You're not quite sure. But the good news is you're not in a Jack of Clubs, because if it was clubs, that means you're kind of going toward the wrong way. It means you're probably going to make a bad decision. But I like that the fact that you still have the diamonds here, because diamonds means you're moving forward. Diamonds means you're going in the right direction. Diamonds means to trust your gut, your intuition. Okay? Ask yourself, before you make a decision in a relationship, would I tell my best friend that it's okay to go and do this right now? My best friend who's gone through the same things I've gone through, who's in the same position I'm in, who's done the same things I've done. Would I tell them right now that it's okay to do this, that it's a good idea? Or would they be better off to wait so that they can have all the money they need, they can have all the support they need, they can have all the things that they need in order to create a business, to create that relationship, to move in that home, whatever it is you want to do? You don't want to wait till you get there and start stressing out. Well, how am I going to come up with this? Well, how am I going to figure out that? Well, how are we going to do this? No, you want to be prepared. If you start out really strong, you'll probably finish strong. If you start out really weak, probably won't make it halfway through. And then you're going to have a huge mess to clean up. No doubt. That's beautiful, Renata. Beautiful. Don't be scared. Not at all. Not at all. Hello, Anna. Hello, Anna. Next card that comes up for the room is 10 of Hearts, and 10 of Hearts talks to me about completion and beginnings. So there was an ending to a certain situation, but now something is beginning. There is somebody either taking on a new role, a new position, a new job, a new title. There is somebody who may be nervous about doing this, but feels also at the same time very confident that they can do that. See that, Renata? That was probably for you. So I do feel like some of you are hesitant. I have now the 10 of Diamonds. So some of you are hesitant about taking on something or trying to reach for something or applying for something. Maybe you feel like you're not qualified. Want to bet? Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. Just as good as the next person. God will help you to get to that next level if you ask and if you pray. A lot of you have to understand there are angels and there are unassigned angels. You have your guardian angel that you can ask for help for, that's always waiting for you to ask for help. Please help me, guardian angel. Please help me get through this day. Please help me to get over this heartbreak. Please help me to stop using drugs. Please help me to stop gambling. Please help me to stop overeating. Please help me to stop arguing with my partner. Please help me to stop being jealous. Please help me to stop all these things. And then there's also the unassigned angels, and you can ask for them too. God, please send me an unassigned angel to help me to get through something. They're all there wanting to help you. That's all they want to do. They're not asking for anything in return. Nothing. Nothing. Today's energies for a lot of you is going to be very casual. Some of you are going to be doing a lot of relaxing. Some of you are definitely going to be outside. Some of you may try to walk, but don't overdo it. Something about the back issues, so don't overdo it. But moderation for everything is the key. Period. For everything, moderation is the key. Sometimes abstinence and none is the key, depending on your situation. So I want to thank all of you for being here for my daily today. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, it was for May 5th, 2020, Tuesday. It is my pleasure and honor to bring any information, readings, titles, messages, and my empathic side to you. I think you are all amazing and wonderful. I am truly grateful that you're in my life. Stay strong during this pandemic. Don't give up. Things will start to loosen up. The reins will get a little bit looser so that you can move the way you need to. However, please always use safety. I don't care what your governor says. Use your mask. Wash your hands. Keep social distancing, no matter what. We don't want a relapse to happen, because a relapse is always worse than the first original problem. So be very careful, okay?